How's it, ladies and gents? My name is Levkhan Diwani. That was probably way too quickly said, but I am known as, let me not say I'm known as, but I go by Labels Photo on Instagram. So I wanted to discuss with you guys a thing that I did the other day where I felt like I was shooting in the dark. This is like a purely photography based discussion here. The style that I'm kind of using right now for this specific video copies that of a guy I follow on YouTube called Christopher Stern, but his YouTube account or channel for his what I would do, I just called the photo department. So yeah, he touches on film, the things that the films, the stuff that he's interested in, and cameras and coffee and whatever. Instead, while he drinks coffee, I'm having a beer right now. This is a Black Label. I'll call him Black Label. So anyway, getting into the whole photography thing. Normally when you're going to shoot a studio thing, or when you're strobing, using lights and stuff, with a digital camera, you can sort of do it in two ways. You can be the professional who has a light meter, just uses that light meter straight, first thing, and then adjust everything accordingly, and then get the pictures that you want. Or you can easily just decide, I feel that things should be this way. The power of that light should be this much, the power of that light should be this much, the overhead one should be that much, etc. And then you would shoot, check out the LCD at the back of your camera and realize, okay, it's working or it's not, and then adjust everything accordingly. That's how things work in this current time. It's 2019 anyway. But when you're like me and you decide to strobe with a film camera, EOS 1N, see there's no LCD at the back here. There's no, let me see that photo after. Then things work a little bit different. You need to have an actual light meter. Not a phone app, as I've realized, an actual one. And here's why. So I had a shoot the other day, which I will show the pictures just after this, where I had like a sort of a backdrop and lights set up in my garage. My friend Ruiz came through with her friend, with her friend Centage. They wanted to do this flower themed shoot, and we ended up doing it in the garage. But okay, so it's dark in the garage because I chose to, I was kind of going for like a, let's not show that much of the backdrop, let the light just mainly focus on them type of a thing. So yeah, we get there. So I'm testing the light using the app, the lightmeter apps on the phone, and sorry to break it to you, unless you already knew, they don't work. It does not work at all. The number that it was giving me, the values it was giving me, I was like, there's no way in hell this is what I have to shoot with. So I had to sort of kind of like go with my gut, guess, all that stuff, like, I think it would be this much. Oh, I was also kind of counting on the idea of the latitude of film in itself, in that with regards to highlights, I was shooting color negative, by the way. I shot Kodak Ultramax 400, I shot Kodak Color Plus 200. So I was kind of hoping with both those that I know that most color negative film, they have a great latitude in terms of handling highlights when you're shooting with them instead of shadows. So I didn't mind exactly like overexposing, just with the idea that I know that I can recover that. So yeah, so I kind of shot with that in mind. But at the same time, I didn't want to shoot at speeds like I remember when because yeah, I was shooting a 400 film. My ISO on the camera is automatically at 400, and I'm using the iPhone app, and it's telling me that I need to be shooting at an eighth of a second at f. What was my lowest f at the time? At f4, I believe. I didn't want to go to f2.8, f1, because or not f1. I mean f1.4 and so on. Although I'm using, yeah, I was using the 28 f1.8. I didn't want to shoot it at f1.8 because too shallow depth of field. I just wanted something that would have a lot I mean, I'm dealing with two subjects here at the same time, so I didn't want to have specifically one focus and not the other. So I was playing from 3.2 upwards, f3.2 upwards, between 3.2 and 5.6 actually. So for those regions of the f-stops and the current and the ISO, I was getting between an eighth of a second, what else? I remember like the shutter speeds were super low. So what I decided to do instead was, I think I shot at an consistent f4, but my shutter speed was around 20th, 30th of a second mostly, just being like, I hope it's really working out. And sure enough, I was kind of quite exposing well, but they tend to became like a bit overblown slightly, but I could get them rescanned to the point where, because I just took them to my lab and they decided what works best, but I can get the highlights to the point where I can decide if I want to go to have them rescanned either at my lab or elsewhere, just so that I can minimize the highlights on them. But regardless of that, that's what I went through. It was hard. It was a bit of a mission because I was just like, wow, I hope this really work out, because you literally don't know what's happening. That's the nerve-wracking about film, because you're busy shooting but you can't tell whether this is actually working out or not. So that's the whole idea with shooting in the dark, cause man, you're just pressing, but you're just like, I hope this really works out. And for my sake, I feel like it did. I mean, I don't mind the results at all. I'm just gonna show them to you just now, and yeah, let me know how you feel about the pictures. I think they worked out. I like them. Yeah, so you can also check them out on my Instagram at Levels Photo. And what else? I don't know if they still reshare to my Twitter. I hardly use my Twitter account. Once upon a time, I set up a IFTT. I don't know if that app still even lives. I once set up an IFTT thing where whenever I posted a picture on Instagram, it would automatically just shipped it through to Twitter. I don't know if that still happens. Hopefully it does. But thank you for watching. And I hope you like the pictures once again. Please subscribe, like, and yeah, help me grow this channel. Thank you. Peace out. I hate saying peace out, but yeah, because everybody kind of says that. Hope it's not illegal to drink beer on like this thing. I have to take 2 sips all the time. I don't know why. Anyway, once again, cheers.